Yes guys, welcome back to another video on the European Football All-Time channel, and today welcome to my Game Week 31 Premier League predictions. Of course there are 8 games to go in the Prem, I think, until the end of the season, so yeah, make sure to smash like, subscribe. Let's get into the video. And the first game is the lunchtime kickoff from Goodison Park as Everton take on Arsenal. Of course, Everton losing 1-0 to Liverpool on Wednesday in the Merseyside derby. Arsenal winning 2-1 the other day against Fulham. Obviously I didn't watch the Arsenal game, so I can't really comment on much. Obviously I know Saka scored in his first game back before Christmas, and yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think Arsenal fans will be not just happy with the win, but they're probably happy that Saka is back, because obviously, you know, they've got Champions League to be played for, obviously because they've got Real Madrid on Tuesday, which is a big game, and they probably need a player like Saka available for that game. But Gabriel is actually out for the season, which is, oh my god, my nose. But Gabriel is out for the season, which will come for a big blow for them, because, you know, it's one of their first choice defenders, and considering they have to play Real Madrid, it's a big loss for them, to be honest. But I don't think tomorrow will be an easy game for Arsenal. Everton defensively are quite good. I thought GW31 looked alright against Liverpool. I mean the whole Everton defence actually played alright, to be fair. I mean, Everton overall weren't even that bad against Liverpool, in my opinion. Everton, for me, I don't think they were that bad against Liverpool, in my opinion, to be honest. But I mean, it'll be a tough game. I can see Everton getting something, but I don't know, I just have this feeling that Arsenal will just get a win. So yeah, my prediction is 2-0 to Arsenal. And the next game, it is the motorway derby as Crystal Palace take on Brighton. A big game, to be fair, in the race for Europe. Obviously Brighton lost 3-0 to Villa the other day. Big blow that for Brighton, considering they are pushing for Europe. And I mean, this won't be an easy game because Palace doing quite well at the moment, even though they did draw to Southampton the other day, which was a bit not good for them, to be honest. But overall though, Palace's form is actually quite good, to be fair. And I mean, they're a good team, Palace. Defensively they look good. I mean, their attack is just unbelievable. You got Sarr, Eze, Mateta, you got Nketiah off the bench as well. It's a very good attack, but I mean, how will it cope against a Brighton defence that's starting to improve, to be fair? And I'll tell you what, one player from, not just from their defence, but one player in general from Brighton who I actually like, and I actually think is quite good. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, I mean, one player from Brighton who I like overall is Jan-Paul van Hecke. I actually really like him. I think he's a really good player, to be honest. I think half the time I watch Brighton, he's a player that I just really like. I think he's really good. I think he's just a really good player overall, to be honest. And yeah, I mean, to be fair, you could say a win for Palace. Could they do a late push for Europe? Who knows? I mean, the team that finishes 11th could potentially get Conference League football. I mean, Palace as well, they could get Europe anyway. Not through the league, but if they win the FA Cup. And I don't see why Palace can't win the FA Cup, to be honest. But yeah, no, I'm going to go with a high-scoring draw of 2-2. Okay, and the next game is a big game down at the bottom as Ipswich take on Wolves. Now, I mean, Ipswich, I mean, they're probably going to go down, to be honest. But a win for Ipswich in this game, could they do the Great Escape? Could they do the Great Escape? That is a very, very good question. I mean, because if they win Ipswich, they go 6 points behind Wolves, which is 6 points. It is definitely doable to catch them up. But I think if you look at it on paper, Wolves are a better side. than Ipswich, to be honest. I mean, even though Cunha is still suspended, Wolves are just a better side than Ipswich. But I mean, a win for Wolves, or even a draw, to be fair. Ipswich probably won't have enough. I think the problem for me with Ipswich, the first bit I'm about to say is probably the same as Wolves. They concede too many goals. But secondly, I don't think they score enough. I think Ipswich, they're only good attacking players to lap. Take the lap out of that attack. Who gets the goals? There isn't really anyone, to be honest. But I think Ipswich will get a result, but I don't think they're going to win. I mean, I think if you ask Ipswich fans, will they take a draw? They wouldn't mind it, I don't think. But Ipswich need to win this game. If Ipswich win this game, then they've definitely, for me, got a chance of staying up. But yeah, I'm going to go 1-1 in the end. Okay, and next up is West Ham against Bournemouth. Again, a big game for Bournemouth, to be honest. I had to speak. I mean, what has happened to Bournemouth? They have just fell off so bad. I don't think they've actually won a game since mid-February or something. Like, they lost the other day to Ipswich, knocked out the FA Cup by City, drew to Spurs. I mean, they've kind of bottled it, to be fair, because Bournemouth should have beaten us, to be honest. I think they lost the Wolves in the league. They've just been on a bit of a bad run of form at the moment, and I think to make matters a bit worse, I think Justin Kluivert's injured as well, because he didn't play the other day against Ipswich, and Kluivert is probably one of Bournemouth's best players, to be honest. I mean, as for West Ham, yeah, they lost to Wolves, which is a bit of a bad result for them, but they're not doing that bad under Potter. They're not doing bad under Potter, to be fair. You know, you've got Bowen's on form at the moment, and I think with West Ham being at home, I would probably fancy them for this game, to be honest. I mean, Bournemouth, they need to win this game, really, if they want to go on and get Europe, because they could have got Europe for the FA Cup, but oh wait, dumped out by Man City. So, yeah, this is a big game for Bournemouth. They got to win, to be honest, and I don't think they're gonna win, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with a scoreline of 2-1 to West Ham. Okay, and next up, it is a big game, actually, in the race for Europe. Could say a bit of a Midlands derby, but yeah, it's Villa against Forest. Now, it's a big game, to be fair. Villa got a good win the other night against Brighton, 3-0. And funny enough as well, all three of Villa's goal scorers were all signings bought in January: Asensio, Rashford and Daniel Malen. Forest, big win, and deservedly so, 1-0 against Manchester United. Anthony Alanya as well, who had to score. The man who literally got sold for 15 million. But yeah, I mean, I think this is a tight game to call, to be fair, because Villa are very good. Rashford's on fire at the moment. Asensio's on fire. They're just on fire in general at the moment, Villa. But so are Forest. Forest defensively are very good, hard to break down. And going forward, they got very good talent. Anthony Alanya, who absolutely was fantastic against Manchester United. And they've got very good attacking talent elsewhere, in Gibbs, White, etc. This is a very, very tough game to call. I generally spent about 10 minutes trying to think of a prediction for this game. It's that tight to call. To be fair, it's just two very good teams going head to head, and if there is a winner, it'd be massive. It'd be massive, to be fair. I mean, Forest, I think that win over United the other day has probably done it. I think Forest will be in the Champions League next season. I'm not really as sure for Villa. I think they're 7th at the moment, Villa. I mean, you look at the teams above them. I think Chelsea are above them, Newcastle. They're also good teams, so. But I mean, if Villa do get into the Champions League, then fair play to them. But yeah, I'm going to go with a draw for this game. Aston Villa 2, Nottingham Forest 2. Okay, next up is Brentford against Chelsea. Now, of course, Brentford narrowly losing 2-1 against Newcastle. on Wednesday. As for Chelsea, they are not going to beat Spurs. Last night, I mean, they probably deserved it in the end. I thought first half last night, Chelsea were a bit poor, but they turned it up again second half. Obviously got the goal. Cole Palmer with the assist. And obviously Enzo Fernandez scoring the header. But I mean, everyone was saying that Brentford is a tough place to go. It's not really that anymore. Brentford are starting to struggle at home at the moment, to be fair. And, you know, I mean, considering, I know Chelsea won last night. Chelsea, their form isn't great. I mean, I don't see why Chelsea can't get something out of this, but I just don't know. I mean, I just have a bit of a weird feeling that Brentford are going to get something out of this game, to be honest. I think they've got very good attacking players, Brian Burmo, Sharda and that. And I know Chelsea won last night. I don't know, I just have a feeling that Brentford are going to get something. So, yeah, prediction for this game, I'm going to go 2-2. Okay, next up is Fulham against Liverpool. Now, of course, Liverpool got a big win the other day. They won the Merseyside derby 1-0. And a big win for Liverpool, that. 1, because it is a derby win, they've got bragging rights. And 2, because it is another step closer towards the title. And I mean, Fulham have been doing good this season. Obviously, they lost the other day to Arsenal. Which didn't really help them, to be fair. And this, again, is another tough fixture for Fulham, to be honest. But I mean, like I said, Fulham are a good team. Defensively, they're decent. I really like Anthony Robinson, good player. And going forward, they've got good players as well. But this Liverpool team is just a joke, really. I mean, I have seen a lot of stuff going around, because especially after the derby, is that, like, have Liverpool been good this season? And I mean, I think they have been good, but I think at times when I do watch Liverpool, I feel at times it can be a bit boring. But I feel like at times they can be a bit boring. But overall, Liverpool are a good team to watch. I mean, he's done very well in his first season on the Slot. So it's come in first time, new to the league, and he's going to go on and win it, which is quite incredible. And I was listening to Talk Sport the other day, and they were having a massive debate who deserves manager of the season, on the Slot or Nuno Espirito Santo. So personally, I'd go with Nuno, because I mean, if you look at Forest at the start of the season, they were literally expected to get relegated, and they're third, which is crazy. But put in the comments who deserves manager of the season, Slot, Nuno, or someone else. But personally, I'm going for Nuno, because he's done a great job. But anyway, back to this game. For me, I think Liverpool will get the win. And they'll move a step closer towards the title. 2-0 Liverpool. Okay, next up is Spurs versus Southampton. Of course, if you're new to the channel, I am a Spurs fan. Of course, we lost last night 1-0 to Chelsea. I mean, it was probably expected, to be honest, because we just never win at Stamford Bridge. But I mean, we are just an absolute mess at the moment. And I mean, I don't know where to start with him. Bloody cuffing his ears in front of the fans. What's he doing? Son doing it as well. I mean, we are just an absolute mess. I mean, 16 losses in 30 games. That is just ridiculous. It is genuinely ridiculous. I mean, literally, I think the lowest we finished was 15th under Ozzy Ardiles. Like, Ange could generally break that record, which would be very embarrassing. I mean, he's probably the worst manager this club's ever had, to be honest. But I mean, Southampton, they could actually get relegated this weekend. It could actually be officially done. Southampton could be playing Championship next season. I think the only way that could happen is if Wolves win and we win this game, or I think if Wolves draw and we win as well, I think it is still enough to relegate Southampton. But yeah, I mean, Southampton, they are just absolutely terrible, aren't they? I mean, yeah, they got a result the other day, 1-0 against Palace. It's a good result for them. But they are absolutely shocking. Like, seriously. They're just so bad. And if we do not beat Southampton, then that is just nothing but beyond embarrassing. So, yeah, we're going to win this game. It'll be, I think it'll be a tight game because we're just Tottenham. But, yeah, we're going to win 2-1. And the penultimate game comes from Old Trafford, as it is the Manchester derby, as United take on City at Old Trafford. A big game for City's stake in the race for Champions League. For United, not much to play from the league. I'm sure full focus for them will be the game on Thursday against Lyon. And of course, there has actually been some news today in the City camp, and some big news actually, because Kevin De Bruyne has actually announced that he is leaving Man City at the end of the season. I mean, absolutely gutting for City. I mean, just for a football fan in general, it's actually quite sad that De Bruyne is leaving. Because, I mean, he's an absolute legend at City. He's a Premier League legend, probably one of the best midfielders in this league. He's just an unbelievable player, and it's going to be a massive hole to fill for City, because De Bruyne is just that player. He's there. He just gets players assists. He's just that creator in that City team, and God knows who's going to replace him. They need to try and find someone in the summer if they can, Man City. But losing De Bruyne is an absolute massive blow. And I mean, is he the best midfielder in the Premier League ever? Who knows? Put down in the comments. But I mean, back to this game. United obviously lost 1-0 to Forest the other day. Poor, to be honest. Shocking. To be fair, they weren't great. City obviously got an easy win, 2-0 over Leicester. Omar Mamouche getting a goal. Jack Grealish getting a goal as well in his first start in the Premier League in 2025. But, yeah, I mean, United obviously did win the reverse fixture 2-1. 2 late goals from Bruno Fernandes and Amad Diallo, winning that game 2-1 for United. But, City do look good, but City look good at the moment. United just, again, looking all over the place. And, yeah, even though Haaland is out injured, I mean, like I just said, Marmoush, he's doing well at the moment. And City just overall doing well at the moment. So, yeah, my prediction for this game, I think City will win this game, get the bragging rights. And, yeah, my prediction, United 0, City 2. And the final game of this game week is Leicester City against Newcastle. Of course, Newcastle winning 2-1 the other day against Brentford, keeping their chances of Champions League football alive. As for Leicester, we just spoke about them. They lost 2-0 away at Manchester City. And, I mean, Leicester, they are just absolutely terrible. Can't defend, can't score. They're absolutely all over the place. They're going down. And to be honest, I think this should be an absolute walk in the park for Newcastle. I mean, even though the likes of Isak might not be available, etc., even now, I think Newcastle should be an absolute walk in the park. It should be a walk in the park. It should be an absolute piece of piss because how terrible Leicester are. I mean, you can understand the fans' frustrations. They're just not going anywhere, and I mean they're going to go down. Probably go back up. They're probably just going to start becoming a yo-yo club now. Leicester get relegated, come back up, get relegated, and yeah. But seriously, Leicester are just absolutely terrible. Like I said, can't defend. Can't score goals. They're just terrible, Leicester. I mean, Van Nistelrooy, is he the worst manager in the Prem? Who knows? But yeah, for me, this has got an easy win for the Geordies. So yeah, my prediction is 4-0 to Newcastle United. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Smash the like, subscribe, and I'll see you next week for Game Week 32.